I'm Darren with Akshon Esports, and this is Akshon Recap, where we highlight various stories ongoing within the esports community. After officially joining the Dallas Fuel last year on October 28, 2017, it was announced on March 11th that the Fuel had released Felix xQc Langiel from their roster. xQc was suspended by the Overwatch League earlier this week for his team's next 4 games and fined $4,000 for using the tryhard 7 emote in a racially disparaging manner in the Overwatch League stream chat, in addition to slanderous comments directed towards casters and fellow players of the league on his personal stream. The tank player's contract, similar to that of other players in the league, was set to expire after this first year of the Overwatch League, but in light of recent events on top of a controversial history with the team, Dallas Fuel and xQc have mutually parted ways. According to the press release provided to us by the Dallas Fuel, franchise owner Mike Rufail stated, quote, "There are few players out there who have achieved as much success in as short a time as Felix has in competitive Overwatch. Ultimately, it was the best interest of our organization and Felix to part ways before the expiration of his contract. No one wants to see Felix succeed more than we do, and we believe he has a bright future ahead of him." At the start of Stage 1, xQc was able to play in a handful of games, but a homophobic remark on stream regarding a fellow Overwatch League player landed himself in hot water, resulting in his first ban. During this time, he was suspended by both the league from competing and was also left out of team practice as a form of internal punishment. Playing without xQc, who was supposed to be their main Winston player, forced the Fuel to re-strategize midway through Stage 1, which in addition to struggles to reform their way of play, instead of focusing around giving resources to 1 or 2 playmakers, resulted in this fan-favorite team to end up near the bottom of the rankings. When news broke of the tryhard 7 emote drama, xQc explained on stream that he was once again excluded from scrims after his team was pressured by the Overwatch League.
When Reddit talked about the tryhard 7 thing, the league told my team to not play me. They asked them to bench me for scrims and for play for the week. So my team benched me. And I tried to spectate Taimu and give him tips and tricks and try to give him hints. I tried to do feedback while spectating scrims. So I was basically like sacrificing my stream for the whole week to try to make Tamu better.
After being picked up following his time with Arc 6 and Contenders and the Canadian Overwatch World Cup team, xQc has played a total of 6 games in the Overwatch League, with his last official on-stage appearance in Dallas Fuel's recent match versus the San Francisco Shock. In the press release, Mike Rufail stated that letting go of xQc has allowed the team the flexibility to make additional signings during the league transfer window, while also allowing for Felix to pursue other opportunities this season and on stream. Despite his talent as a player and in general being a pretty nice guy according to his teammates, the inconsistency and disruption of having someone constantly at risk of going on off the bench, like a time bomb, helped to influence the decision. According to Dallas Fuel support Kusta, the risk and frustration of having one of your players being suspended heavily influenced their decision.
The TLDR of it is the very end of that, where you can only have 12 players in a roster, and xQc is not reliable enough to be playing in a roster. We tried to play with him for Stage 1, then he got suspended. Fuck, okay. And then he comes in, we start playing with him, we start practicing with him really hard and really want him to be a part of the team, and then he gets himself suspended again. And it's like, how can you play with that as a team? If you can't build around a player, especially a main tank player who is very important to the roster, who has the potential to get suspended at a given notice. It doesn't make sense to have him on your roster. I really like Felix as a person.
In his place, Dallas Fuel have signed former Conbox tank player OGE to the team, who will likely be making his debut in Stage 3. As for xQc, he tells his stream that he is unnerved and is optimistic of what the future holds for him.
There's a million possibilities from here on out. I'll release it, lol, double thumb sadness, crying. What a joke! What a waste of my fucking time, dude. Hey, I ain't sad for shit. We got this.
You know what I mean?
It's a little scary, but you know.
Dad's no.
For our next story of the day, X6 Gaming have announced the signing of the incredibly talented Korean DPS star Architect to a team in the Overwatch League. While the official reveal of who managed to pick up such a rising star will be revealed in the next 24 hours or so, rumors in the Korean Overwatch community indicate that he has been signed by the San Francisco Shock. With only 7 players on the team and having expressed a desire to eventually build up to a 12-man roster, the Shock are making moves to revitalize themselves in the latter half of this season. Sinatra will soon be of age and be able to play on the team, but as to how many scrims he has participated in and whether he is able to effectively be put to use for the rest of Stage 2 remains to be seen. While initially there may be some language barrier issues, Architect brings to the Shock one of the best Genjis in Korea who, if given the right resources, can completely dominate a match. Architect previously competed in Season 3 and 4 of Apex, with his latest set of performances being with X6 and securing the 2017 Nexus Cup Championship and 3rd at the Overwatch Story Cup. The addition of more DPS power to complement the Shock's strong flex and support lineup may be what the team needs to finally start climbing the rankings and go toe-to-toe with the Korean trio, which they've consistently been struggling against. Now, not to let this video drag on for too long, there has been this post circulating around the Korean Overwatch community earlier this month that has proven to be fairly accurate with the mentions of Tizzy going to the Spitfire and OGE to Fuel. Aside from Architect heading to the Shock, the leak suggests that Kongdu Panthera DPS player Didi Ing will also be heading over to London to fill in the vacancy left by Rascal, in addition to Kongdu's DPS Void to sign with the Gladiators and Choi Hobin to the Shock to make for their second potential Korean addition to the main roster. If the aforementioned players do get signed, you can expect them to make their debut in Stage 3 once visa issues are sorted out and before the transfer window comes to a close for the rest of the season. What are your thoughts on all these Korean players being signed? Is loading up on these players the right approach, or would you prefer teams to look natively in the West for fresh talent? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. And with that, that's all for this installment of Action Recap. If you enjoy our content, check out our website at actionesports.com to stay up to date on the latest matches, highlights, and more. From scores, match history, and specific game info, we've got you covered for all things Overwatch esports. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to check out our channel for more action-packed content. Also, like and share this video, and click the subscribe button to join our notification squad. Thanks for watching.